time. We did physical crash. We take this one time, keep the taper on it, then drive it down and paint it, put it all off the same time. It'll go quick. Okay, so now what we're going to do is lay out this flap here and then put it on the airplane. right on that edge. Actually, I'm gonna cheat it. I'm gonna move it over just a 32nd of an inch or whatever so it misses that. Damn. I can't win today. I can barely see it. Not really. Yeah. There we go. That's close enough, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, what do we have to do? We need, I need this. God, it gets cold in here quick.
Don't have an insulated garage door.
I don't remember that from that last year.
Just put this on the trailing edge here and measure this point right here, and this will end up wherever it's coming up to the end of your flap there, or the end of your wingtip, and measure that point right there at the longest part. You don't even need an inch measurement. All you need to use is like this point right here, lined up on the edge of the tape.
Right there. That look right? Not really. Let's try it this way. There we go. And on the end, yeah, that is right. That looks the same? I suppose. You can't do that. Okay, look at him.
Quit moving it.
Should be close.
It's that right at that point where the roundness stops.
Yeah.
Right at that point. And I square up this right here. And then there. Right on that point right there.
How far is this off?
So if I come right this point right here, be that far off.
Don't take it loose from that end because it's
I'm
right
not
on
going
the.
to. I'm just, in case you pull it up, I'm going to try to keep it.
It's right on the, or was on the dot. Okay.
It'll still be there. You gotta go to the top. Let's see. And it should be right on the point of that curve. This point.
Right there?
Yeah. That's like down that, make sure that's still straight.
It ain't.
Good.
Got turned. There's a mark there that's ever so slight.
I can't see it. You got your super binoculars on?
Yep, right there. Okay, check them for length and everything. Yeah, still turned. It's got a bow in it.
I got a damn masking tape. It's better, but the end still.
Yep. Okay, I have to lay it. You're gonna have to bring that back.
Here, do it like this.
Let me get a piece of tape
Watch,
on
I
this
got
so
it
we
right
can see
here.
it. Right there. Right there in that corner.
Okay, now this, I'm gonna put a piece of tape here. right on that line. And that way, that's one thing bad about that masking tape. It'll bow if you don't pull it exactly straight. Now you gotta lift it up on the very tip, the last tip, but from where your thumb was at, gotta go towards the back of the airplane a little bit. There you go.
Okay,
Much better.
measure it out.
Much better. Now let's see here. Let's get this nice sort of line for us. Go from there. There.
Doesn't look like it's big enough to me. Yeah, I guess so. Close enough. Who the hell's gonna get out with a micrometer, Jim? Six and 1.
That's about right.
Hey, Mike Schmidt from the Schmidtiker crew.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, they're about $300. What I got.
It's on that line.
How close is it? 64th?
From that line to that line.
Well, why'd you do that? You put the tape down.
See, I'm on right on that line.
Yeah.
And this edge of this ruler is right on this cutout on this.
Pick it up and you
Wow.
put the tape on where you want it. And I already picked up that other one. Get in the room here. Get around there. I think I'm gonna get a new piece of tape.
Might not be a bad one. Okay, let me double check.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I hate not
It
having
doesn't
any more.
matter where you're at, there's not enough room.
Oh, shit.
Always something. Always something, Sally. Double check. Nothing's going on here. Okay, outside mark, around line, inside mark, around line. Okay, that cap strip, that edge of that tape. I guess that point right there.
Yep. That looks great.
Yep.
Okay, measure it again. You only get one chance. Once they're on there, they're on there.
Well, I put this piece of tape on the end of this cutout, and then I put this piece of tape on the first mark,
Okay.
which is the same on both sides of the ruler. So if I line this edge up with that, lay it up there, it's on that line. Right on it, dead and it's on. Now the other side should be on this side, on this piece of tape, and that line right there. So line the left side up here with that tape, right on the money.
And the length?
Well, let's just go from this tape to that. Let's do it like this. Line up on that. You got 11.5. Yep. 11.5. Give or take a 32nd of an inch.
Okay, so now, you take this piece of tape up out of here.
There's nothing square to freaking measure out. Everything's round. You poke your hole in your tape. Get it in the hinge line.
No, it's not in there.
Not in there.
And difference. Wing panel to wing panel. Okay, so this comes off here. I need to tape this up so I can get a visual. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I got to tape that up anyway. Okay, so now I have to get right on the end of the tip. Right there, I think. Oh well, I'll just leave that like that.
Now you took blue tape on there
Right.
on this flat before to tape this little piece off. Correct. It's amazing. It can be trying.
What's that?
It can be trying to get that stuff laid out where it looks actually decent. Some guy, Sandy, I looked at those US Cutter brand vinyl cutters, but wanted to talk to someone that owned one before spending any money on one.
Works good.
I looked them up too a long time ago,
You could buy a Cricket.
and no, don't get a Cricket, whatever you do. You got a lot more versatility with a regular cutter, plotter cutter thing than you do with a Cricket. Oh, that bird, buddy.
Bite the bullet, do it anyway.
Is it on the tape?
No, it's, pull the paint up.
Yeah, I know, but is it on the back of the tape
I'm sure it is.
where it won't stick down again?
Hold on a minute. That's not bad though.
That's easy fix there. On the handle line.
Bound to happen.
Yep. Like good old sliced bread.
Okay, now I need the razor blade. How did we do the bottom?
Did the same thing. We laid out the main line and then transferred this onto it.
Okay, so you still got that set for the distance, right?
Yeah, let me double check it here.
Get this.
Yep.
Okay, that's the line right there. Let's see here, what did I, it's right there.
Alright, so we got.
I don't need that tape. Don't need this piece. I can see that.
Okay. Let's see, I gotta be underneath this ruler now. That point on that cap strip, to that point, whatever point you got your little mark down there. I know 3 or 4 different people that's got US cutter plotters
You do?
and stuff that they work pretty good. They're not your top of the line, most expensive plotters out there, but they normally have a pretty good package that you can get that comes with software and the plotter and the stand and a little test bunch of vinyl and stuff. But if you're using it for paint masks, you got to make sure that you get the low tack paint mask. And I'd suggest going with the clear plastic 6-inch wide transfer tape. It's actually plastic, it's not paper. You can see through it. It makes things a lot easier. It's probably more expensive than the paper kind, but
You only need that for 2 color.
because you can see through it, it just works a little better. Correct?
I like the other stuff unless I'm doing a 2 color. The 2 color, then you gotta have that made it super easy, that clear stuff. But the cheaper stuff, this didn't come out quite perfect.
Most of your decals aren't bigger than 6 inches wide
No.
for your tape mask. So
You don't buy 12-inch.
No, it's just too hard to handle. You don't get any wider than 6-inch transfer tape, whatever you do.
I got
with
the
it.
4-inch stuff.
You can always, double it up or whatever. Or like Sparky said, get a roll 4-inch.
Okay, so measure it out.
You'll figure it out eventually.
It's pretty simple.
What you use the most of and all that kind of stuff. Right on the money. Should be 11 and a half. Right on the money. 11 and a half.
Okay.
I remember this one, didn't I? That's not my original tape, is it?
I don't know. It'll be close.
Yeah.
Okay, so now all I gotta do is figure out this end piece. Measure from there to there, so I get the end piece. We're gonna make a mark on both sides of the tape.
What measurement you want? Right
I gotta put a line on that side to that one,
to this one. So you want
Yeah.
from here to here?
I suppose. 2-inch.
2 and 3/16.
Okay. Put it on that side of it.
That little point.
Yeah, okay.
Let's say 2 and 3/16. I said. Go right on that little point.
Check them out, make sure they look about right, because we only got one shot.
Yeah. That looks nice and rounded. And it looks nice and rounded. You look pretty symmetrical. Because of that rounded, the way you did that, you can't really tell because they're not overlapping and have to match right exactly in the center of that, which is sort of a good thing. That matches right in the center.
That one's off just a little bit.
Yeah, you never know if it's in the flap line.
I mean, it's off like 16.
Good enough. That looks nice and symmetrical. They look even this way.
Okay, let's tape it up.
Do your flaps. Do your flap.
Oh, we got it.
You gotta do the other side of them.
That's right.
And then we gotta paper them all.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Shit, how'd that happen?
We gotta paper the fuselage and we gotta,
Now we got to paper the fuselage.
or the wing.
Yeah, just right here.
I'm just gonna cut some sheets of paper about that long and just tape on one side and let one lay there and just use it on the other side.
Yeah, we're not- What is this?
it's tape on the wrong side of the
Right, that was just the guide.
guide to get the, yeah.
I knew that wasn't right.
On the wrong side of the line.
What a pain in the butt. Like I was telling guys, you'd think military airplane would be easy, but get in there. There it is. This one is done? Yes. Both sides. That's the last one to do.
Okay, all that there, then, all that up there. Okay, I'm gonna start taping off the rest of this.
Okay.
Get this done.
Ten and 4. No press and seal? No. No, everything on my airplane, except for the nomenclature, because I can't get it anymore, is gonna be painted on. So, I need a holder. Don't matter. Let me get the tape on it. If that's all that happens on this job,
You're in tall cotton, as they say.
put it on like you inspect it. And then you can have it taped. Take a look at it, see if it's right. matter about that is it's right on this.
Is this side or the other side?
It's this side. Here, let me do it. This is the hard one. Yeah, don't force it. It goes right in. Let me do it. Gotta have the center dent the trailing edge. There you go. It's farther back that way. Oh well, it'll be fine. What do you think?
So you gotta get your mind around this, cause you keep wanting to look over here and there's nothing over here. It's only right here.
Right. But if you look, if you stand on this end, stand over here and look.
Yeah, that's good. There's a little of it there. That's good. Big goiter man, big fat one.
It'll be fine. Wonder why you could never get Jerry over here to do stuff like this. I don't think he likes to build.
You couldn't get Jerry to build or do anything.
Okay, that one's ready. And we'll go for the double taping now. Let's see. We got that. I don't need to double tape because I got the tape on it. I just need paper. Whack that off there. Oh, man. Huh? Didn't it?
I dropped it. No, don't appear.
Oh, it did, didn't it? Right.
Yeah, it always makes your stomach come up in your throat.
Yeah.
dropped my whole airplane one day down there in the basement.
Yeah, but that made you shit your pants.
Oh yeah, bounced off the workbench and hit off the chair and then hit on the floor.
I dropped one off the bench week before the Nats. Broke the fuselage in half.
Oh man, that's such a sick feeling.
Guess who owned it, or who did own it? I was gonna fly it at that Nats. I sold it at that Nats.
That sounds like you.
Jerry bought it. It went to auction, so somebody's got it. He had it when he passed away. So I couldn't take all that shit. You know, she said, what do you want to do about this? Well, I built it, but I got no room for it.
There's the two straps.
This will go so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
I need a link for the other side. We're gonna paint that with a regular gun.
Don't matter. That'd probably be better.
Do it on low pressure. Airbrush it.
You could try the airbrush, but I don't know.
I don't think it puts out enough paint.
Took that quite a bit. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, we could try it.
Hold back from it pretty far so it gets a little wider pattern. That's the only problem with using airbrushes is that you get stripes on big surface areas.
And this don't much matter because the stripes are gonna go over the top of it.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll use the airbrush. Except, gotta make sure the red is completely cleaned out of it.
Yeah, no press and seal. I've never used it. I thought about using it, but
What is press and seal?
it's a plastic wrap that's got sticky on one side of it, and you use it to cover bowls or food or whatever that you're putting in your
Oh, that's
refrigerator to
something.
save. And that. Now, it might be okay to put it on a large surface area and then tape the edge with some good tape, but I don't know. I haven't had the guts to try it yet. I'd like to know if it leaves any kind of glue residue.
I can't believe Vandersmith's on there watching.
Mike's a good guy.
Yeah. Known him about
Good builder, good finisher too.
known him about 30 years. Since the 90s.
him, you'll see Dennis. Okay, we're gonna tell this right anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, airbrush will be fine. We're only. If we can get it clean so it doesn't come out in paint. You got another top for that airbrush and another bottle?
I'm working on.
I don't want to dump out that red. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, good afternoon, Don. Your paint stand is nice. Yeah, I have the old Byron Barker stand. Easy to make.
I have the old homemade stand.
The old toilet bowl stand. Now you got to tell Mike Schmidt on camera. Is there a Mike Schmidt highway?
Yes, there is. I got a picture of it. It's sort of a distant picture.
He's been here all his life, and I told him, and he said, "No, there's not." And I pointed to him.
Well, they changed the name out there. It's Riverside Drive or Mike Schmidt or somebody else. It depends on where you're at on it. Finding this whole nother volume. It's sitting in my car. If I could have gotten out and taken a closer picture of it, I would have, but the traffic was real heavy.
Okay. This is the white right here. How much money's worth of paint do you think we got here?
Shit,
$1,000?
probably.
Probably more than that now that I think about it. Okay. You gonna work the towel?
Yeah, just a second. How far back is it?
What?
How far back did I take that picture? Before FCN, before the Nats?
Well, this thing leaks, so I gotta not.
Yeah, don't paint over top like.
Oh well. Trust me, Mike, next time you're here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I can't seem to find it. I know I took a picture of it. Don't get that bottom towel. Have red and blue paint all over them.
Right.
Let's see here. Newman said not sure what happened, was supposed to be 50.
Who?
Matt
Newman?
Lumen. Luman. Luman.
Well, I guess we'll rotate it. Let me get this again. It's kind of gray to it. Of course, it really doesn't have to be super white because the red will break it up. Okay.
Did it come across, he says. Matt, it came across as $4.99.
What?
Super chat.
Oh, thank you for super chat.
Said it was supposed to be 50, but it came out as $4.99. $4.99.
Try again. If he does 50, that'll be the biggest day we've ever had.
Yeah, that's a good one. Maybe missed something.
Yeah.
Well, if anything got in there, thank God it's white.
Yeah. It ain't. Oh. I had to look though. I touched it up there. It didn't hurt it though.
You need to do something with that.
Oh, God. Yeah, nothing happened there. Yeah, you're gonna see how fast I really can paint now. Hopefully we got it wet enough though, so that it sticks.
Mark Lemon, $49.99.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Same to you, Mark.
Yeah, we got. Okay, let's. I guess we'll roll it over. What do you think? One more coat on the top or not?
I'd make sure you got a good white and it doesn't show gray through it.
That's a little gray.
That's gray. This top is gray. Let me get this chunk gold on it.
Gotta make sure it's wet enough that the thinner bites in because we're gonna tape right over the top of it.
Yeah.
Put some more paint in there. Nope, that ain't it. Prick out the hole.
Take your finger and just rub on the tip.
Could have been because I was standing on the hose too.
You still are. That doesn't help, man. I put pressure regulator.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks beauteous.
Okay, let's do the flaps. One coat. Kind of chalky. I think I'm gonna need to add some more paint to this thing. It doesn't draw real well when it gets down. Yeah. It's because the tube doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Fill her up.
Need to air this place out. You're fogging her up like a big gun.
It raining out?
I don't know. Plus humidity right now was the other day.
No, it ain't raining. turn the heat on.
That's alright. Won't hurt the paint. As long as it ain't below freezing.
I don't think freezing hurts the paint either.
Looks like it could be spitting some snow. Whew. Well, there's a difference between doing sanding and doing sandy. It's a phone conversation with somebody, and the phone interrupted. Instead of having down there as he was doing sanding. That's like a big difference between doing sanding.
out.
Hell yeah. Just keep loading that stuff on there.
I wonder if Jim Lynch is watching again. What?
He said, this is what the guy said. It's Matt Lehman. He said, you should be sanding. I had a bad phone connection and they asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm doing sanding. When the bad connection, they heard I was doing Sandy. The big difference between doing Sandy and sanding.
Of course, I don't know.
I'd have to see Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy might be a hot commodity.
We got plenty of paint on it now. Gonna have to open that up to get them flaps on. Kind of splotchy on the flap. What do you think? You need another coat?
Well, the spot, did you do it in an X pattern? One way this way and one time this
I
way?
just went this way.
Yeah, it is a little uneven. Do one this way, and then that way it'll be going in the direction of the stripes and instead of across them.
Okay, we ain't done painting white. I thought we were, but need another coat. That helped.
And it takes a little bit to get used to the airbrush, 'cause it's sort of fun.
Okay, that's that one.
Wow, there's a good welding helmet. It's a auto darkening helmet for $36.99.
Where?
Harbor Freight.
No, they're not. They're junk.
Well, I know they are. Anything that costs $36, I'm not gonna trust my eyesight to.
I got a Lincoln hood,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
$200. Auto darkening.
Yeah, them things go up there to $5,000 you get for one. I used to have an old school.
I got one of them too, snap-ons.
That was real fun. I was working on scaffolding on a multi-story building, and they had outriggers on the scaffolding. And I had a safety belt on and all that stuff, but I was standing on a 2x12, like 6 and 8, 10 stories in the frickin' air outside of this building, welding these brackets on for this curtain wall.
Here, I can't. This thing's leaking. I don't want to take my hand off this thing.
What's leaking on?
I don't know the seal on the bottle, I guess. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's more gooder.
Close enough.
But every time you had one of these vertical posts that ran up in that curtain wall to separate each piece of glass, I had to weld two brackets on every floor. Such and as it went up that building. I must have welded 10,000 of these L angle brackets on that building, one on each side of every one and things on every single floor. But I would stand out there on that pegboard, it had no back rail. And here I got this not auto darkening helmet and stuff, and I'm having to hold the bracket and had the stinger in my other hand, and strike weld and weld all the way around the damn brackets, on the 2 brackets on every floor level for every vertical. And you're 6 or 7, 8 stories up in the air and there ain't nothing behind it. Pretty spooky.
About like using ladder jacks to work on the side of the building. I think they're pretty dangerous.
Most dangerous job I ever had was I was a professional worm.
Professional worm, man.
Yeah. When they poured a waterway underneath the freeway, right? The code is a 9-inch ball has to pass through so that with no obstructions, it can't touch anything. They pull it with a rope. Well, how they do that is they pour a concrete U shape this way, about a foot thick or 18 inches thick with rebar in it. It's a U this way. Then they put in a wood box this way and backfill it full of dirt, put visqueen over the top and lay the lid on it. And then they pull out the plywood box and hose out the dirt from inside. Well, my job was to get on a creeper. They took a fire hose and a rope and tied a 2x4 on it and shot, this is 8 lanes of highway now. They shot the board across the 8 lanes and the guy on the other end was the puller. Well, it was attached to a fire hose and I was on a creeper. And my job was to go in there and hose out the inside of that.
Oh, Jesus. You were the little guy on that.
The professional worm.
Yeah.
And the guys didn't back, I was blowing the dirt out so it dammed up on one end. The fire hose kept cutting loud as hell inside there.
Oh, yeah.
The water started coming up. I had about that far to the top. And I'm yelling, ow, shut it off! They finally figured out I was drowning.
No, gosh.
But it paid $35 an hour. But I wouldn't do it today for $100 an hour.
I always did all that high stuff. I was the only one that had the gumption to go up on the sides of them buildings. Everybody else was checking out, and you get hike pay and all that stuff, and you get to go home early if you get the job done early and all that stuff, and you get paid for a full day, so it incentivized you to hustle. But it's dangerous stuff, it's the hardest work there is, hanging on the outside of the buildings.
How many found a piece of glass in your hand?
Yeah, you're sitting on the pickboard holding that big piece of glass and that old scaffolding's wobbling like a boat back and forth.
I'm back with you guys. Hey, Gary. Jim Lynch. All right, Jim is here. You can't do that. Well, I just painted this white, and you're going to see me paint it red here in a second. As soon as these flats dry, we get them back on and get it laid out. Pull this over here on this side.
A little rubbery there.
They're good enough to put back on. We start getting them on. This is the long, I think.
You might have to put your little slit out there to get that wire in there, maybe.
Country. Got to be able to get the flap on. Yeah, a little bit. And that knife would be easier to do than ripping that shit up. It's right in here somewhere.
You gotta go towards the fuselage a little bit more.
I gotta clean out the hole. It's got paper shoved down in it. Okay. You can't do that. Okay. Come on. Turn the heat on it. It's not drying. Pretty tacky.
You got 5 coats of paint on it.
Yeah, I know. What? Mike, are you there? Are you still on here? See that? Mike Schmidt or Riverside Drive? You said you got the fuse what do you think? Is that gonna make snazzy it up a little bit? Yeah, it's about the mat, that's for sure. We had pizza. Let's see what Jim says. How about the gnats? Every detail pops and results will be a showstopper. Well, we don't know about that, Jim. It's got the normal flaws. What are you gonna do? I know if I took a quart of spray shine and sprayed a coat on it, it'd make the front row. There we go. That's dry enough.
Yeah, the only other problem arises is that you're not gonna be there.
Yeah. Where's that white 1-inch wide tape?
And you wouldn't have had anything to do, it's all laying right there on the table there, isn't it?
Nope. Nope.
You gonna try to use that?
No. I'm going to use it as spacing and then tape between it.
Okay.
You can't do that. Okay.
You know the drill, put it on your shirt, Rick. I don't know if that tape itself myself. I only use that when I'm building. My neuropathy's starting to kick in. My feet.
We're going to have to send you to the glue factory.
I'm telling you, I got problems. Part of being a diabetic. You know, like you were complaining about your feet burning.
Yeah.
My feet burn and it feels like they've got 1,000 needles sticking in them. They hurt on top of the burn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All you should have to do is put that on there and lay it out. It should come out perfect.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
As long as you get the double rows of yellow tape on there the right width. I've been getting a lot of Rocketeer stuff on my cell phone, guys doing rocket stuff. I don't know where that came from. Somebody I know
Well, it didn't work out perfect.
followed it.
Somehow.
How did it not work out perfectly? How it laid out?
Yeah, well, somehow we gained about 3/16 of an inch.
Well, cheat a couple of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Come check this out, I'll show you. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Unless I didn't start in the right spot. I did though.
Probably didn't have those original ones on there real tight, you know, and you had a little bit of gap.
So,
I don't know if I wouldn't just, that's gonna be a red one right there. I don't know if I wouldn't just go ahead and paint it. Just paint it all red right there on the very end of it. You know what I mean? This is gonna be red stripes, it'd just be red all the way out to there.
yeah, it wouldn't look right. So, we'll,
Do you have these 90 to the wing?
they're 90 to this. the square. Let's- Go off that line right there. Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, I just got fudged a little bit. I think you're probably right.
They sort of look like they're starting to go like it could be an optical illusion, but
we gotta figure it out now. Once they're painted, they're on there.
I'll tell you what to do. Take out the ones that you're not going to be.
So we take this one out, red.
That's going to be red. That one's going to be red.
Red.
You're not going to paint that on the airplane, are you?
No. I just gotta get them on there lined up.
Okay. Well, once you get them on there and sort of lined up, but you need to line.
I need to
Start
over.
Here's what I would have done. Take the flap off and tape the flap. Then add the ones to the wing.
And it would have come out wrong because the last one is there and it had been over there. So I need to gain a little bit there, 32nd of an inch. 32nd of an inch. Let's check them as we go. Grab that square and make sure it's going on there square to the trailing edge.
Really can't see it with this square.
Yep, next one.
Yeah, it's got a gap here and you don't have a gap there.
I gotta get the first one laid in right.
Pretty clever. Cause one mistake starts adding up. Take one little mistake times 16 in there or whatever.
Okay, check them. Pretty close. Check them. Square. Pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. It looked better. You're 3/16 inch too short.
Actually not, see?
No, that's about right.
Okay, so now,
Now, wait a minute. You wanna take the red ones off and
Right.
replace the red ones with the yellow tape, correct?
let's see.
You wanna take the red ones off, leave the spacers in here, leave the white ones in here, and then retape wherever you took the red ones,
No, I gotta take
Or
the
no.
white ones off.
the white ones off.
That's what I was doing. This one's red, so we gotta have this on here. Gotta take the white ones out. Nothing like a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And it is.
Okay, these are red, so it's red, white, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Correct. Now you gotta yellow tape it.
Yep.
But I think I would do the bottom. I just cut these off right here
Yeah.
since they're just spacers.
Slit the flap there.
Flip it over, tape the bottom with the spacers, and then that way when you tape the yellow, you can tape all the way around and do
Where's the razor blade?
the whole thing. And that you can just run this tape out on both sides up in here when you put the yellow tape on there.
It'll go fast. We'll have to figure it out.
Make sure you come around here where you can see them when you cut them off in there.
Because I got to tape inside the trailing edge.
Right, when you do the yellow tape, but this just makes sure your spacer things are in the right spots on both sides. And you can pull the flap off and tape all the way around it with the yellow tape.
That's something for you to do while you're sitting in the chair. Here.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
So I need to do this other side here. But I need the flap to get started. I gotta have the flap on it to get started. Well, maybe not. You're just gonna match that to the other side, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I gotta have, you gotta do it over here on this side, then we can do it. Yeah, I gotta have it over here, because you gotta start at the root. Gonna have to do the whole drill again. To make it right. Get in there. is the red. This is the white. Red. White. All this taping for 2 minutes of painting.
Yeah, sucks.
Well, finally, game's coming up.
What is?
Ohio State.
You can take Formula One race,
This is Saturday.
oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
There's a guy bragging he hasn't been bucked off his donkey in over 100 days. Well, you're due, buddy. You're overdue.
Okay, so the red, this is the white coming out.
nice if you could get this something around here.
This is the white coming out.
You know?
Mhm.
This is the white coming out. And that is correct. White.
Usually after you buy one of those things, you don't need it.
Okay,
Big fluff ball.
Yeah.
There's feeding me.
Yeah, I thought. I got a big chunk of stuff.
Yeah.
Neat.
that's the red. It'll be fine. Okay, now I can give you the flat.
You've been offered $500 to eat chitlins. Would you take the offer?
Yeah,
Why not?
I've had chitlins before.
they're okay as long as you clean them good.
Yep. Clean them and cook them outside.
When you walk into somebody's house and it smells like an outhouse, you know they're cooking chitlins.
Most definitely. I've had them, but I only had them once, and that was in New York. And the people that cooked it knew how to cook it.
Cooking them is not the problem. Cleaning them, they gotta be
Well,
clean.
yeah, I mean, they were well versed on
Preparing them.
preparing it and all that. That looks good and square, good and even, good. I have to take that for a nut. Oh my God, man, that's what I call, so can I have my scissors too, sir?
Scissors.
It's over there. Oh, there.
Thank you, sir. You're an you're elderly.
What a lifesaver, you guys had some type of juice. Remember jonesing? Remember the day I had to smoke a couple of cigarettes?
Yeah.
He was yucking out on that one.
It's been sitting around for a while, maybe it got stronger.
Well, I have one of those machines I could turn up to 150, 200 watts.
Man, that's like having an oven in your pocket.
Let's see here. Now the tape is what's coming out, correct? We're taking the white tape
The
off.
the white tape is coming off.
Okay. Jim Lynch, notice that I'm taping inside the trailing edge.
And each one of these stripes gets 2 pieces of tape that I have to remember the. And because one side is an angle, it doesn't lay right to go around there.
No, it don't.
You do that fussy stuff, but you have a fit when you're working in the kitchen. Like that.
No fun.
Neither was that.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Well, let me tell you this. He would do it if he could take the kitchen to the flying field and everybody would say, ooh, ah. Right?
Yeah. That's cool looking.
The only reason why Danny did his trailer is so everybody go, ooh, ah. You gotta admit, that is a super nice trailer.
Yeah. Worthy of being proud of.
Did Dave ever come over to look at it? He wanted to see it so bad.
No, never did. He was going to, and they had the dogs and stuff over there.
Oh.
And Danny and them, when Danny's getting ready to leave.
Oh, man. Okay. Yep, 2 seconds of painting for 3 hours of taping. R.K. Stratman, I told you about the flame job I did on his PT Cruiser, right?
Maybe, I don't know that.
Brand new PT Cruiser, 40 miles on it. He bought for his wife. R.K. Stratman is the guy who had the concessions for all the Harley-Davidson t-shirts. He asked me how much to flame this car. I said $3,000. What a mistake that was. So I picked up his PT Cruiser and miles to the body shop, Mark's Body
What are
Shop.
you keeping this for?
What is it? We can use it, can't we?
Well, doesn't look like it.
Charge for it, didn't
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, shoot. I laid out the flames and took the front clip and doors off of it. Taped up inside the body line.
The backup,
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can use temporarily until you can get a new one.
I left for 5 minutes and it said nothing.
Nobody can say that I didn't flame that car right. After I did all the inside, I put it back together and cleared the whole thing, the whole car.
You do conventional flames.
50s style flame. I wasn't a painter in, at the Harley dealership. I was a mechanic, but Stratman saw my shovel head. He goes, "Man, I love them flames." I said, "Well, who did them?" I said, "I did." "How much to do that on my car?" I said $3,000, figuring he wouldn't do it, and I should have charged 10.
Yeah, it is.
This is red, so I gotta get all that pushed down. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again for less than 10 grand. We got Liquid Illusions in St. Louis, and they're pretty good, but they really don't have the eye for the 50s,
Yeah.
They're a modern type artwork place, and I like the conventional hot rod shit.
Well, that's you in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Classic airplanes. And
I like the big fender cars. That's why I started watching Bad Chad until I saw him ruining those cars.
yeah, he's a case.
I know that them guys are watching my channel for the simple fact that he's gonna try to mold an acrylic windshield by putting a piece of plexiglass in the oven on the buck. And
He's gonna drape mold it.
yeah, I wrote on the thing this morning, let me know how that works out. It reminds me of the guys with the Horton 229.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cluster. Wasn't lining up from one side to the other.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
As long as it matches at the trailing edge, we'll be fine. Well, it's got to match at the leading edge too.
We'll just cheat it a little.
I need to put it back on and make sure that it's erect. It'll be fine. At least this way I can start inking. I know where things gotta go. I don't think we're gonna get to the green stripe on the wing. Next week.
I should have to clear all this stuff before you start inking.
It's got clear on it.
Then you have to clear over all these.
I'm not gonna ink on them. Well, maybe, but it'll be nothing. Okay, that's that. Red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red. And good thing I checked it.
Yeah, you turd, you gave me the hard one to do.
Not really.
That one's all straight.
Well, let's see what the boys have to say. 54.98 still. Let it be, it fly as well. It will, it'll fly fine. That fixture is a toilet bowl or toilet base.
Toilet bowl flange.
Yeah, toilet bowl flange on a piece of plywood with some PVC. How can we like sitting there doing that? You don't like doing the kitchen.
Watch yourself there, son. I'm down to the point where I have to fix woodwork that was cut off 2 inches too short, so I have to make some kind of a thing and bondo it in and make it look like, cause I can't get that molding anymore. And caulking. And I did so doggone much caulking when I was a glazer that I damn near hate caulking.
I get a caulk sometimes on them trailers, I hate it, it's messy.
I was a good caulker. I mean, I didn't mind getting messy, but it was just that you have to be in the right state of mind. And I'm not in the right state of mind right now.
Kinda like me when I was pinstriping, I used to have to be drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, with steady enough hand.
I had to pinstripe my car and take my stuff to the meets and start pinstriping cars. I made good money at it.
Yeah, but you're doing it in the wrong place, cause these doggone stunt guys are cheap.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get this one going, I guess. Oh, I need 13 of these. Yeah, Harley guys, you say, a couple hundred. Shit,
A couple bolts.
yeah, a couple of nuts. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll take one from the inside. Hopefully this will come out right. I won't have to change it all. Two. 3. 4. Jim sent me an article on a half-eight Pinto.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a good little find.
And the guy who did it is the same guy who did the Excalibur. What the hell is it? Dick Mathis.
Mhm.
And I don't know whether the picture is of Dick Mathis or some sign painter, but they got a sign painter painting Pinto and gold leaf on the thing.
Hmm.
And that just reminds me, you know, when they do the gold leaf and the striping and all that shit, just reminds me of, I don't know, craftsmanship, the old days.
How it used to be.
Yeah, how it used to be.
Yeah.
Today it's, you got a sticker?
Yeah. Now, where's their roll of vinyl at? Good around that curved edge. Thank God it's in 2 pieces, because you couldn't do this in 1 piece.
Came up fairly close. It's a little short over here. So I need to make them a little closer for each one. A few thousandths closer. Good old Tommy Looper. Jim, if you're still watching, Tommy Looper called me yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before?
Yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. We talked for, I don't know, hour. He says that one of the guys that he flies with watches these all the time, watches these videos.
Good.
He thanked me for helping everybody. Well, that worked out better. So just a couple of thousandths on each one of those really made a difference there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got, this is red, so I gotta take all the whites out. White. White. But we're gonna tape it on the other side. White. White. White, I gotta turn it over and do the same damn thing again on the other side. White. Red, white, red, white, red. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. I know it seems redundant that I keep counting these things, but trust me, if you got to the end, and it's pretty easy to overlook something.
One piece of tape.
Yeah. You go, oh shit. Then what do you do? Then what do you do? So this, each one of these has to be taped 3 times.
Don't make me do that.
This is a short. Okay.
Well, that's real pretty. How did that get all the way under there?
That's this. I forgot I gotta leave that up on the end there. Shit. cut that off. Okay. Okay, we'll just go around that with blue tape there. So we're taking all the whites off. White, red,
Taking all the white off.
white, 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 white. Okay, gotta cut this loose. Get it over to John.
I only got 12 here.
Because the last one's on the wing.
On the fab end? Oh, okay.
It runs off. That's red, and then that's. We gotta look over there. It's right. I think. I hope. Yeah, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's correct.
Okay, just have to double check.
Better now than after it's painted.
And that has to stay in there because that's part of the other stuff.
There you go. Why are we coming loose here? There we go. There you go.
Wow.
They're off just a smidge.
You still want me to tape right up to the line, right up to the tape?
Yeah, just fake it.
Okay.
They're off, I see they're running off. Come here, let's see how this side came out. Inboard side came out better than the outboard. You look here, for some reason, they're running off a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that on that flap. So
Well, they're worse on that one, but you can cheat it, I
I
guess.
compensated in the hinge line area.
Yeah, it's in the hinge line, so. I don't know what happened. There's about a 16th. It'll be fine.
It's harder than what it looks. You know, you think lining something up from top to bottom would be pretty easy. Just wrap that around that edge and go right on with it.
Yeah, it don't work
My
like that.
ass.
I mean, I could spend some time and dick with it, but
Every time I done that, I ended up screwing it up worse than I would have if I just left it.
what happened to the blue tape? There it is. Tight. Have you heard that guy Disturbed?
Yeah,
Sounds of Silence?
yeah.
Pretty cool.
I still like Simon and Garfunkel's original version of it. But
Yeah, Sigmund Garfunkel.
Yeah, I like their version the best. Just like any song that's out there, you know, everybody tries to copy everybody else and it's never quite as good. At least he's got some passion when he sings a song, you know, that song takes passion.
Good old Sigmund Garfunkel.
Yep. Class act in there, baby. Led Zeppelin guy, Art. Yeah, that's all pretty good.
Lots of taping going on. Yeah, there's a lot. We're on 2.5 hours and still ain't got this done. So 6 hours to paint 13 stripes. 'And the bad thing is, the painting will take 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 minutes.
It really sucks when you think about it. It really sucks.
There's no other way to do it though, is there?
No, not really. Well, yeah, I guess there would be.
Stickers.
Yeah, if you took and had a big giant color printer plotter thing like they do wraps with.
Do you know how Phil Granderson does most of his work? Decals. All those graphics are decals.
The problem with decals are when you start getting them too big, then they start screwing up.
Yeah, Phil gets them on there.
I know. Well, you're screwed up on that high roller.
Yeah. But the fix is masking tape, stick, rip.
Well, yeah, but there's just too much area to them, you know what I mean? And unless you could double print them to make it, you know, less DPIs and stuff like that in the print. A more solid looking color. I thought I was pushing the limit on decal size until you did the high roller, and I'm going, God, man, that's huge. I don't know about that. And it screwed up bigger than shit.
Well, I thought I could get it on there.
There's too much surface area for decal.
I watched a little, I don't know, a lot of shit, weird shit pops up on my computer lately. There was a Chinese girl playing ping pong. She was 3 years old. She kicked the shit out of that.
Whooping everybody.
Huh?
Whooping everybody, yeah.
Oh yeah, unreal. Slam dunks, you know.
That's their national pastime.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell happened there? That sure is concerning that they're playing sinking our Navy out in the desert.
Yep. We all do it. We're as guilty as they are.
I don't think Brandon would do anything.
Well, that's the problem. You got a weak president.
Weak.
They're pulling their shit because of that fact alone. But you gotta look at it this way too. He's mentally unstable, which is a scary proposition in itself. That was you think Trump was bad and they were complaining, well, Trump stuck his hands on the whatchamacallit?
Nuclear football.
The red nuclear football, the red button.
I have a red button. Yeah, but mine's bigger and it works.
It wasn't Donald Trump that I was worried about, that I'm worried about, and I can be worried about. And I see what he's done to this country in 8 months.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it 4 years.
He'll kill the whole country in 4 years.
That's Obama's goal.
Anyway, when have you ever heard a president sit there and say, well, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this?
Yeah. Really?
Something wrong with that. If you're gonna get in trouble, who in the hell are you answering to?
I also want to let everybody know that I have a channel over on Rumble now where I will be simultaneously live streaming due to policies. I can't do that from here, but I can do that from my computer.
Come out good on this trailing edge, this is the. Don't care if it messes up a little bit, misaligns in the hinge line, but.
It'll be fine. I have supreme faith in you.
Well, I'm glad somebody does.
It'll be close enough.
I'm gonna make it look good.
Should only be a couple that are off by a bunch,
Well,
16th or so.
what I have done in the past is, when it's off a little bit, I'll take a paintbrush and,
Oh, I don't wanna do that.
or tape it off again and sheet it. Okay, I'm down the last two. It really sucks, cause I swear it's gonna be 5 minutes of painting. Cause it'll take longer to unmask it than it will to paint. Yeah. Most assuredly.
Okay, this is red. I'm also watching this guy Camping with Steve.
Camping.
Huh?
Camping with Steve.
Yeah. You ought to check him out. He goes and camps next to roadside. I mean, he's married and he's got a motorhome and stuff. But when I say he's camping, he takes a sleeping bag he took a body bag and slept in that out in the parking lot of Walmart or whatever.
Also city
Yeah.
camping.
Stealth camping.
Yeah. People do that. I lived in my van for about 6 months through the wintertime, and that wasn't no fun, really.
Hard to build model airplanes inside the car.
Man, a little bit, I didn't build too many model airplanes in those years. I had one. I had a ringmaster.
Well, you gotta have a ringmaster.
Always had a ringmaster.
Oh, crap. Come on, get off here. Okay, so we got red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red. So that is correct. So I need to put a piece of tape on that. Okay, so
Wow. I better cheat that. Best cheat.
there's gonna be a problem here, I think. Let's see. How does that work? This is red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red. And there's a piece of tape on that. I need to cut that and pull it out. What happened?
I'm just trying to compensate for being different. I wouldn't be doing anything different probably than what you do. Fix it.
No, I'm gonna cover that up and it needs a touch up. It'll need a touch up because if I leave it open, That's how I'll do it. We'll do it that way. Put that there. Cut it there. Perfect. Okay, let's see what the boys said. We got this project done now. Let's see, why did I have, oh, I have 2 stripes because that's 3/4 difference. Around this. Yeah. You'll be so busy you won't be able to see the mistakes. He's trained classical singer as well. Oh, must be talking about Disturbed. Got a really gravelly voice.
Yeah. He's got a good voice. I like his voice. I'm sort of good. I like his gravelly sort of voices, like singers, even women. You get out there and you hear half these girls that are out there singing down there, they're so cookie cutter. They all sound identical. Valley girls or something. Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it.
Okay. This is the yeah, let me find
Maybe that one's whoopee, boy, whoopee. That one's off. Eighth of the match. We're gonna do something about that. Won't make it go away.
as long as it's on the bottom, we don't care.
I can't tell you which side it's on.
That's the outboard flap.
There we go. Check it out. Got tape to pull off one section here. I ain't got new fingernails. Just one last piece of tape.
Where?
Right. Or white tape on one side of it right
Oh.
there.
Okay, we're ready to paint.
Done.
Yeah. Looks good to me. No glaring faux pas.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it till you get that paint on it.
Yeah. Oh God, look at that.
Look at that, terrible. I taped the app into every one of them stripes off, I'm shooting a little bit. I did that online.
It all depends on how bad it bothers me, whether I fix it or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Put the towels on it, I guess.
Good over every single tape line right now, cause if it ain't rubbed down, it'll have paint in it.
Swap.
I see you cheated there a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, now time me. How long it's gonna take to paint this? How long did it take to tape it? What, 2 hours?
Probably, yeah.
Huh?
Probably, yeah. That's 2 guys. That's 4 hours of taping. Well, all I can do is hope for the best now.
It'll be fine.
Come on, turn on some heat.
Yeah, he'd be good.
A little bit cold. You kick it.
Yeah.
turned in here as it was the other day when we came.
It'll be fine. There's no retarder in this. Come on, you can make it. I don't want to fill it up yet. I like that one effect. Remember that guy that did the water droplets on this airplane? That looked pretty cool. That guy did water. Get some more paint in it. Good enough. There's plenty of paint on it. That's it. Now wait a couple of minutes, unmask it, and go, oh God.
Spend an hour unmasking it.
Yeah, it won't be too bad. Whatever you want.
See, I bent that paper in, you can see it up over the stars and bars. But yet the paint don't get it. It's just heavy enough.
What do you guys think? Is that turnaround pretty quick? Okay, start unmasking it.
Surprised they don't get tired of listening to the roar of that damn salamander and stuff.
Yeah, we got 18 and 15, so. It's Christmas.
Open the present.
Gotta get these off first. And that whole thing I'll just pull off one piece.
You're gonna have to pick every one of them on them flaps.
What?
Does it pull off? Or it's bleed, it's a bleed down there.
That's all right. Inside the hinge line.
That's where it's gonna pull off, is on that little edge.
Didn't have any. I gotta move it up.
For the last one,
What?
this crap, that rib. I can't get underneath of it. Turned over. And
Gotta get this one. That tape works real good. That's every bit as good as a blue fly line.
might be able to save us some money.
Except for it doesn't go around corners.
No. It still save us some money. I gotta dump some trash cans anyway. You know,
What?
I gotta dump some trash boxes anyway.
Okay, now we gotta do the flaps and stick them on, see what it looks like.
They'll be a bitch because they all start and end on a small edge.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna have to pick them with a razor blade and every one of them.
what'd you do that for?
Well, that was the easiest way to tape them.
It's Christmas, we got a present. Really not quite ready to be picked, these flaps. But, you know me,
Seems like it's dark in here.
very careful. It's on the edge of the flap. I got one little pull up here.
There's a little one here. Little teeny gray spot. It's right outside of the damn radius of the.
Look at this.
Yeah. Well, it's typical.
I was thinking it's got one here. It's gray, at least it's gray.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was gonna get away with none, but
Silly boy. Tweaks are for kids.
I mean, so far, very few.
Been pretty fortunate. Not as good as I thought it would.
I'll just hit it with a little CA and sand it.
Touching up. That's all there is to it.
Even Wendy gets the touch up.
Yeah, everybody does. New guys spend weeks fixing touch up. Probably should have done all this in blue tape, but then we'd had a lot more.
It happens because you don't get enough paint on there.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in that. Not wet enough paint.
You know what we ought to maybe do next time is take a brush and brush those edges at the beginning. You know, 3 or 4 extra coats on the edge.
Really loaded up. That might help.
So far, in all actuality, I'm pretty fortunate that that one and that one are the only ones.
And that's it got it into there just a little bit, but that's right outside that damn hinge line. You know what I mean? It couldn't have been right up in here where.
And that'll be easy to fix, so it's white. I had an airplane one time, touch up, put the tape down, fix the touch up, pull the tape up.
One of them that drives you bonkers.
Yeah, touch that up.
Yeah, some of them, I took an airplane one time, gave me so much problems, I stomped it into the ground.
Too much work and used to do that.
Well, I had it just about completely framed up and it was a pain in the butt from the get-go. And I got tired of dinking with it, and I got pissed. I said, "You're just gonna be one of them planes, are you?" Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, this won't be a hard fix. Nothing else, I just paint a little silver square on it. That's a patch panel.
There you go. There you go, yeah.
Of course, it's on the top outboard side.
Of course. The ultimate.
You know what? It's not. This is the inboard. So it's not on the top.
Going on here.
Huh?
Oh, okay, that's it. Talking to myself. Okay, now never mind to the man behind the curtains.
Pretty nice. Got one little spot right there. Have to fix it.
Yep, you just got another one.
Oh, crap.
I felt it. Just as you had your hand over the top there. That's not too hateful. There is what there is.
They always happen there.
I dread flaps and elevators, always.
Now just take some of that gray paint and put in the airbrush and touch her up. Of course, that one just about disappeared. What's that one? Oh well. So I got a white, and gray.
A lot of work for some red stripes.
Yeah, looks good though. Oh, shit.
You know, it doesn't matter whether you let that paint dry longer
Oh, no, it's,
or whatever, it's still gonna pull up.
because you don't get it wet on the edge.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah, I like it. It looks good. So far, so good. I just gotta make
You ever watch the machinist school teacher Tubacane?
I think so. Let's see, where's my gray paint? Oh, that's it. And this,
You ever watch Blondie Hacks?
I don't know. Why is it so dark over here?
I don't know why it is all of a sudden. It's just weird. It's like half this light's out.
Let's see here. There's my gray. I'll fix these at any apartment.
There we go. That'd be a good one. The best of Egghead Jr. versus Foghorn Leghorn. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy.
Who's that, Brandon?
No, the big chicken cartoon guy. Foghorn Leghorn.
Well, what do you guys think? Was that worth it? All that work for that? Let's see.
Doesn't look like much when you look at it on a small screen, I guess.
I have to take this so I can seal my ink lines. I don't know how much I'll be doing to that over there because it'll be cold out. Step outside, back inside.
I've done that many a time, as long as and it caught me in snow one time. I had it bolted to a ladder, and I was out there painting, and all of a sudden it started to snow, just out of the clear blue sky. And they were the big, fat, wet, fluffy flakes, you know, and I got fresh paint on there. I thought, oh my God, it's gonna leave water spots all over it. And it flashed over. I was just getting done, and I got it in there, and it had water spots all over it. And I I let it sit for a while and dried, and then I wiped them water spots off and looked out. It flashed over just before that snow come. Did you watch the engine build guy?
Oh, yeah. I gotta go.
He was lapping the cylinder liner the
Yeah.
last time.
I gotta go pee.
Still cooking in an outdated kitchen? If you're trapped in Formica and Harvest Gold,
Next piece of the bill, the column, 31. Anytime you're hoping for success for a deep hole, drill half the hole from each side. Starting off with a stub drill, change the drill, put it to a jobber line. I'll flip the part around, do the exact same thing from the other side. If there is any walk in the drill, just minimize, the drill should be nicely in the center. This particular counterboard is a receiver feature that's going to mate with the base and line everything up in assembly. I'm making it an eighth of an inch deeper. I'll explain that momentarily.
Well, I guess everybody get out of here before the blizzard comes.
There's one coming.
I guess, I don't know.
Is that what Bart said?
No, sure feels like it. We should get some feedback from you guys. What do you think? Hello, anybody there? 21 guys watching, nobody talking. 3 hours and 30 minutes. So we did 7 hours today.
7 hours for
13 strikes.
times 3
No, times 6.
or 6, yeah, 2 sides.
And a blue stripe.
Every little bit brings it in more and more and more.
Yep. So, did you put my airbrush back in that black case?
Yeah,
The one, the Iwata?
yeah. And the electronic,
Yep, and the Grex?
the Grex is already in there.
Yeah, okay.
There's an air hose, an electronic meter, the Iwata spray gun
In the box?
in the box,
Okay.
and all of the miscellaneous parts and pieces that were laying out on the table.
I'm gonna take this little thing of white. I'll bring it back next week. Of course, like I say, I don't know how much I'll do, because if it's crappy weather,
Well, my place where I got my bottle was getting my bottles and stuff like that is out of business now, so.
all right.
This may have to be adjusted overall. So instead of taking it off the side that's gonna mount up on this side, make the counterboard deeper so I can adjust it from this side and still have plenty of room to engage the counterboard.
Getting what bottle?
Those little airbrush bottles.
You get them from Amazon.
Bottom side, on the base, and see if everything lines up.
But these are yours, I'll bring them back.
It's just that it was local, you know, and I could go over there and
Multi-point operation is going to be a pressure turret operation.
I've been going over there to Smitty's Hobby Shop since I was a kid. And they got rid of all the airplanes and went totally plastic models and trains. And I guess they just started going downhill after that. The guys were just a labor of love to keep the place open.
That was that old man with the tie, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he reminded me right out of the 50s.
Yeah, well, he's been there since 1954 or something like that, before I was born. He was one of the original employees down there. The guy that started the hobby shop died here about probably 12 years ago, or
This operation is creating a tool manager that I intend to reverse this part once again and grip on. I'm trying to get a nice clean diameter on that third journal and a square face. Put it to another collet. To pull this part, I should read it, and that will locate on that one hole for concentration.
man, these guys make me jealous. They got all this super nice equipment they're working with.
All it takes is money.
Super accurate, big equipment where they can
Operation that is a high-speed drill.
10 times bigger than what I got.
It can only do about 200,000 at a time.
Of course, they all own commercial machine shops and stuff too.
Well, I think I got this thing clean.
Read the hole all the way through. Fully is now there is a read hole going to the center. The first thing I'm going to do is establish all four ODs. Same. And establish the ground radius on all four diameters. With a small nub turned on the arbor that matches the IV of the pulley, I could pump the tool on the base of the part, right here. Establish my 0 point. This way I can turn all the bases in diameter. Back surface. Part. It's the fourth journal. Widest one. That's about to change here momentarily.
Okay.
Same size. Start removing the bulk of the material.
Thank you, Keith.
Load it on the
Keith Bryant.
as I finish each time.
What's going on the nose? Scallop. The yellow band, lightning bolt going back this way. The green top, green stripe, or red walk step there.
Checkerboard.
Yeah, checkerboard nose. It'll have a yellow leading edge, silver panel for the guns. It'll have a silver panel for where the ammo goes. There's a lot of work to do yet.
189 million rivets.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going on that right now.
Be pretty hard pressed to do all those rivets. It must have 1 million rivets in it.
Yeah, I got a few. I use that low-tack vinyl as a mask to do that trailing edge.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty well. You know, the paint going inside the flaps, it turned out pretty good. Got a spot there needs repair. Spot there. Congratulations, you won a gift worth absolutely nothing!
I don't know how anybody got that phone number. I never gave it out to anybody.
They don't have your phone number, they just dial. There's only so many combinations.
I like it when they call me up and tell me, I can save you money on your electric bill and all this stuff. Well, there's no electric bill in my name. It's all impersonate. I said, you can, eh?
Let's
Can
take
you
it.
beat zero?
Yeah, let's take this thing down.
I know people call me up that one day wanting to, I'm gonna give you a credit card and it's got a real good rate on it. And I had a credit card at that time, they had a 5.5% interest rate. I said, well, can you beat 5%? I says, you gotta beat 5%. Oh no, we were gonna offer you 11. I'm sorry.
I gotta say this is working for Jerry. My credit score is finally 820. Down, I need the nose up here. I'm gonna put the cowl on it. 820. So I can get one of them 5% credit cards.
No, you can't. They won't even offer them anymore. They took mine away from me. And I never missed a payment or nothing. Used it regular, never missed a payment. Never did anything to give them a reason to muck with me. I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan. You're just too good of a customer. We're gonna screw you.
So what they want to offer you? 25%?
No, it was like 11 something. I got a good credit score. I got a real good credit score.
Sit on the ground. Them ailerons look symmetrical.
Yeah.
Pretty much. This one's a little fatter and a little thinner, but that's because of the flap. Wider at the tip.
It's gotta be what it's gotta be. You gotta make compromises. It'd probably look worse if you'd shrunk that 3/4 of an inch over that one, then it had been 3/4 and you would notice seeing that, and instead you're what, 1/8 of an inch different in cord.
Yeah. It's close. I mean,
Yeah, it shows 1/8 of an inch on the tape out.
on the what?
On the tape out, on the paint. Keith, you gonna go to some contests this year? It's coming up here. Good, be nice to see you back in the control line fray again.
I'll leave that one here. I got 10 more rolls at home. Let's see what he said here. He said, I was wondering if you were going to do checkers on the nose. Yeah, should look real nice. He says he hopes to.
Good, good.
17 watchers and 17 thumbs up. There was 18 watchers and still 17 thumbs up. What the heck's going on?
Somebody slacking there on the thumbs up.
Well, we're run 3 hours and 45 minutes now. That looks pretty nice.
Everything shut up.
Should be. Should be. What's John been working on? Oh, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, got my hands full.
Got a 20-point kitchen.
Got 2 airplanes in the makings. One about ready for pan lines and clear.
Is it all right if I leave the tripod here?
Yeah.
I'll take the phone with me. But leave the tripod. That's what I did last night. I'll leave the bag in the.
Don't hurt nothing. Working on all sorts of little skunk work projects. Some pretty elaborate ones to boot.
Yeah, be checking us out for some prop molding and tank molding here shortly. This.
Danny said he might be coming up with some pre-tag.
Yeah.
Which would be real nice.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. I'll be going home and I'm gonna do something.
I'm glad you got the energy.
At least I'll be warm.
It's been a little cool out here in the garage all day.
Yeah, a little bit.
Working here basically in 60-degree temperatures or less. And we got through the day without too many major paint faux pas.
Just a little touch up on the edge of the flaps, which is pretty normal. I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna get through this whole thing and not have any problems.
No, you jinxed yourself as soon as you thought about it.
I didn't say it, I thought it.
Must have been enough.
Keith says he'll see you guys soon. All right, guys.
Cool.
Appreciate you watching. Fair winds, tight lines, and let's go, Brandon.
See ya.